Anna, I'm Professor Leslie Wilcox. I'm a Chief Examiner for MN1178, Business and Management in a Global Context. I was talking about the myths of artificial intelligence and automation and what's really happening in our workplaces. And my basic point was that the media are misleading us either in one of two directions. They're either hyping the technology and saying it's going to be overwhelmingly introduced, highly impactful, usually for the benefit of human beings. Whereas the other story that they could also sell is the sort of other side of hype, which is fear, which is the dystopian view that it's all going to happen very fast and it's all going to result in tears and misery and job loss. And a lot of the studies that are produced play into these two storylines in order to get published. And in fact, neither are true. It's a much more complex and nuanced picture that's emerging from the more detailed studies and from our own research. So I suggested that the technologies are being slowly deployed, much more slowly than the newspapers and the media suggest, that there's real technology power there in what we call robotic process automation and cognitive automation. The artificial intelligence is a sort of real flight of fancy in terms of doing what minds can do, and that they're usually, the technologies are quite discrete and being applied to processes, potentially hugely impactful. But there are defeats, and there's costing a lot more money than you would think to get cognitive automation tools, the more advanced ones, up and running. I think the other key message was, what is the impact of this on work? And the answer is that the job loss has been seriously overplayed. That I think I spelt out at least 8 qualifiers to the larger figures about job loss. Most of the studies don't include job creation. Usually technology results ultimately in more jobs than it loses. A lot of people assume the technology is being deployed much faster than it actually is. Very often it's not whole jobs lost, but only parts of jobs that are being automated, lots of restructuring of jobs. I think 9% of jobs that will exist in 2030 don't even exist yet. But then there's a whole set of macro factors that suggest that there will be labour shortages rather than labour surpluses in the future in certain areas. So ageing populations, skill shortages in medium and high skills, the fact that we're not reaching our productivity targets and might need automation, the fact that human beings have qualities that machines will not be able to replicate, and these are hugely valuable in most workplaces.